Nikki came in and understood the script, and she talked about it beautifully, and she was passionate. We literally met 47 different directors. She was the only person that really saw the movie in an interesting whole.
She's working on this because of the quality of the material, the quality of the people involved. And I think that it's in the right hands with Nikki, because sometimes when you're doing smaller budget projects, you have to compromise. And Nikki is so in tune that I'm confident that every choice that she makes is the right choice.
Like, I have so much faith in her. She's kind to everybody. She reaches out to everybody when she knows everybody's working so hard. And at the same time, she doesn't back down from the things that she really knows that she needs.
Even though she's very quiet when she talks to you, it's still very, with a firmness and with a sense of purpose that you know that she means business.
All right, let's go for it.
Back to our original plan.
One of her real strengths as a director is she just lets you try lots of things, and she'll gently remind you what I think this scene is about, or what I think the story is about here, because you do lose your way sometimes, you know, because you're shooting out of order and whatnot. But she's very gentle, and she really lets you try it and see if it fits. And if it doesn't fit, then we throw it out, and it's not a crying scene. You know, it's a love, you know, loving scene and a fun scene, and we go from there.
She has an idea of what she wants to see and what she wants to say. And, you know, I'm just a piece of paper. I draw what you want and see if I can do it, you know. So I like her. I like this.
She's a very gentle and sensitive person, and so she's perfect for dealing with this, with those very subtle emotional moments, and not letting something get too broad or too pushed.
And I think she has a real fundamental understanding of how she wants to tell the story. She has a very deep awareness of what's going on in every scene and what each character is going through and what each character is feeling.
She's very good at saying what she needs to say, and also very good at not saying what she doesn't need to say. You know, and that's a fine art.
But I knew what she was going for, had a lot of integrity.
She's doing something very different and interesting with this film, so that it doesn't become a sort of soft focus Lifetime movie. She also is in the scene with you. She's feeling it with you, and is crying off camera, so you feel you're sort of in it together. It's a very nice way to work.
And it's really rather lovely when you're working on a scene that's a bit emotional that she'll burst into tears as well, so it's really quite fun.
Nikki is warm, she's very giving. I mean, I really wanted to be there to make this work for her.
I enjoyed working with her a lot. She's very, very smart about material and wise about the human condition.
I just loved working for her. I hope I get to do it again.
I'm playing God in this film.
And a lot of people were afraid to play God because, you know, it's a big part.
I love all these God scenes with Whoopi, just because it's like stepping into a different movie for just a second. You know what I mean? It's like getting a perspective on the movie.
Obviously, in this movie, God is as you perceive God, as you bring your conception of God, you know, to God. And our character sees God as Whoopi Goldberg.
Well, I made God a pretty white dress with some very beautiful flowers on it.
There is not a more charismatic way we could have done this role in this part.
We wanted to kind of hit on why Whoopi would be Marley's God, but you don't really need to explain that because it's Whoopi Goldberg. She's many people's.
And Nikki wanted something more. She wanted something more magical. She wanted to know that we're not in a white void. We wanted to be in, you know, in the sort of cumulus clouds, and you know, have the change of light and color.
It's like going up into the clouds for a second, and that's what it feels like. So, and that's what it is.
Listen, with Kate and Whoopi Goldberg, you don't need anything.
Take